Sure. I love that song a lot.
Oh, you love that song.
Yeah, sure. I
And
do.
Ghanaians love it as well because it was a union we're all waiting for, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, how is Corona treating you?
Corona is not treating me well because for almost 2 months now I've not been going out. I've not, drove more than 5 minutes. Yeah, so all the time I just need to get something real quick and come back home. So I've not been going out. It hasn't been easy though, but we just need to cope with it. We need to pray as much as we can and practice whatever we're supposed to do so that we're able to eliminate it from the world and the world as a whole. Yeah.
And thankfully, it hasn't affected your music because you have Walai already and it's trending on YouTube. Walai featuring Dope Nation. Was it recorded long ago?
Actually, I had a beat like 3 months ago, and I had the intention that I wanted to put Dope Nation on, right? So even with the beat, it was titled "Strongman" featuring Dope Nation. So as I decided to record it, I heard this bring back Azonto thing. So why don't you be, smarter to just get it done and drop it? So I sent it to Dope Nation. Was it 2 days ago? They sent the verse to me the next day. Then here we are. We just dropped it. So we're hoping to shoot the video soon as well.
When Corona is over, I'm sure. But how is the little one doing? How is she?
Yeah, she's okay.
I saw a post that you said if you knew that fatherhood was this beautiful, you would have had 9 kids by now.
Yeah, sure.
Tell me the experience.
Yeah, fatherhood is a nice thing though. Waking up, all the time seeing your daughter or something, it makes you to feel like you're a real man, right? So to me, I see fatherhood to be a great thing. I think it's a blessing to me. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to give birth to, I'm going to give birth to 9 kids though, but fatherhood is a nice thing. Yeah, sure.
You're going to give birth to 9 kids? You really mean 9 kids?
Nah, it's not 9. For me, I want to give birth to 2 kids.
Just 2?
Just that Amma wants 3, yeah, sure. But for me, I'm still on 2.
Amma wants 3 and you want 2?
Yeah, for me, I want 2 kids. I want 3, but
I can promise you don't know when the 3rd one will arrive. You won't know at all. You won't know, but the 3rd one will arrive. Anyway, so let's come back to music. Days before you release Walai featuring Dope Nation. But okay, let me start it this way. Now I realize that more of the tracks that you're doing, for instance, Pilolo with Kelvin Boy, you have a lot of rhythm. When you did, is it Transformer with Akwabwa? We had rhythms and all that.
Girl with Kwame Eugene.
Exactly. These days, you want to add a bit of rhythm to the rap. Why is it changing?
I think it's due to criticisms, right? I can do it, but most of the times I just want to go the rap way, right? So as people keep saying it, Charlie Okra only hit song, then I just decided, so okay, I can do it, so why don't I just do it? You just need someone to give you a rhythm and that's all. You just rap and it will be a hit. So why don't I stick to that one? In as much as I would still love to do hip hop, I do the hip hop, then we switch and do the other one as well. So that by the time anybody will be talking, they won't be, bringing in that you don't have bangers and stuff. Of course, I can do it, so I just need to do it. So I'll just be doing the 2. I'll do hip hop, then I'll come back and do these kind of songs as well.
And I'm sure that ever since you decided to do that, you've seen that there's some difference. There's a lot more acceptance.
Yeah, sure. There's a lot, a lot of respect, being attached to the name right now. So I just need to stick to it and make sure the rap too. I need to, learn a lot. So I'm still on it.
Days before you release Walai with Dope Nation, you were trending on Twitter because KWEKU SMOKE decided to make a post about Sarkodie. Okay, we got you back now. About Sarkodie that didn't go down well with you.
Yeah, sure. He tweeted something which to me I didn't like it, honestly, and as of now I still don't like it. But based on the tweet, he made me to know why the same teacher will be teaching all of us. At the end of the day, some will get 10 out of 10, others will get 1 out of 10. Because people see it to be a harmless tweet. Deep down, it's a harmful tweet. It will be a harmless tweet if you are a SAG fan, but it will be a harmful tweet if you are a Strongman fan. You understand? And why am I saying this? Joining success is part of my life. No matter whatever I do, as and now, it's still part of whatever I do. You understand? So that is it. And it's similar to, let's say, I went to Kings and Queens International School, JHS. It is part of what I do. No matter whatever I do, it is the JHS I went to. You can talk about TIMS and talk about UCC as well. As of now, I left Mike Bennett like 5 years, 6 years ago. Still, when I post a picture, I do see people tagging me with Mike Bennett. It's acceptable because I went there. It's part of what I do. The same thing applies to success. No matter whatever I do, success is always going to be a part of what I do. So it's not like just a process where you just leave the success scene and that's all. So for Sarkodie to still tweet an artist who was on his label's song is really so much acceptable. So for someone to, use me as a scapegoat, talking about young arts that Sarkodie is helping, and if he's supposed to look at what other people are saying, he is not going to tweet my song. What came into your mind before you wrote my name? It doesn't even make sense. You understand? Secondly, if I'm supposed to also talk about certain things, we talk about price discrimination, which talks about you offering the same services to different people at different places at different prices. Therefore, I can choose to play a show for TV3 and choose to charge them 1,000 Ghana. I can play a show for another TV station and charge them 10,000 Ghana. It depends on whatever is happening and what I'm supposed to do. Now, to further explain, I will just talk about the fact that if this same comment was to come from Richie, if it was to come from, let's say, somebody like Samini, somebody like Sarkodie himself, other people, it could have been acceptable. But for it to come from KWEKU Smoke, it doesn't make sense. On a real, I'm not a kid for him to address me that way, right? And lastly, I'm in the same house with Sarkodie. We are cooking in the same kitchen. And you, from outside, you bring in your food staff to come and cook in the same kitchen. And today you have the right to sit at somewhere and tell people that if Sarkodie is looking at what other people are saying, he will not allow me to come and cook in the kitchen whilst you are still cooking in that same kitchen. It doesn't make sense on a real. So I was supposed to let him know. I'm not here to go back and forth with him. Honestly, people know. They know the numbers. They know the scores. We're not supposed to, go back and forth. That's the reason why when he wrote again, I didn't write anything anymore. Because I'm not here to, go back and forth with him or pick a beef or whatever. I was just here to direct him that, hey, next time when you are addressing such issues, take my name off. That's all. You can replace it with young arts, or better still, you can replace it with your name, because you too, Sarkodie has it.
Oh, the line just went bad, but
therefore, you can replace.
So the way you talk about,
you can substitute it.
The way you talk about this so passionately tells the anger you felt when you saw the tweet. It feels like you felt disrespected.
For that one, I don't need to be. Yeah. You say?
Looks like you felt disrespected by KWEKU Smoke.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Like you said, a lot of people have said it was a harmless tweet, and people said you get extremely emotional anytime the success brand is mentioned or Sarkodie is mentioned and put where maybe a par with you or against you or whichever way you want to put it. They say you get extremely emotional.
I don't get emotional. I only treat the issue as it's supposed to be treated. You understand? In business, the way bad debts are treated is different from, let's say, how purchases are being treated. You understand? So it depends on the context. You get it? And since I left the label, myself and Sarkodie, we've been very free. Even when he was doing the Black Love, meet and greet, I still moved from Kumasi to Accra and came back the same day. It shows I still, I do appreciate whatever he has done for me, and I still love him the same way. When I am supposed to win an award, it's my duty to sit at one place. How should I even put it? It's my duty to be on stage and thank Sarkodie. Yo, this is to my godfather for helping me to do this and that. I've not assigned anybody to go out there and tell me why you saying I'm out. I have mouth. I can say it on my own. I don't need you to go out and tell people this and this and that. I do say it. When I was on a tour last time, I told people Sarkodie has done a lot for me, and this is it. I remember the first time I traveled outside Ghana, he was the one who did it. So I'm talking about mine. I don't know also about trumpets. You also have, he has also done something for you. So go ahead and say yours. When it's time for me to say mine, I'll also say mine. You don't use me as a scapegoat and use me to, I'm not a springboard. You understand what I'm saying?
Is that why you said what you hear might be the opposite of, you say what you hear might be the opposite of what happened. Is that why you said so? In your response to him?
It's based on the context. That's why I keep saying how he was addressing the issue. It's making me to look like a bad person here. You understand? Meanwhile, I'm a very good person. You get it? So you only know my name, you don't know my story. So you don't chip in that. You understand? So you use yourself as a case study. When I am talking, I know what to say to Sarkodie. I keep thanking him all the time. I keep being grateful all the time. But I don't need you use my name as a scapegoat in such kind of thing. When Gasmela has said something like Sark is using the young ones and stuff, so I'm the one that you're using as a scapegoat. Come on. It doesn't make sense. He was supposed to use himself, or better still, replace my name with young arts, and that's all. We're good to go.
It's the fact that he claims you are a young art that worries you about the entire thing. I guess so.
Oh, nah, it's not about young art. I'm still young. So when someone says we're young art, it's normal. I'm I'm not an old man. So when someone says we're young art, that one I do accept it. I'm still young, right? But for the person to use, what I just don't get it is the fact that you're talking about Sarkodie. If he is using, he's basing his argument on what other people are saying, then he's not going to help the entire young arts. Fine, it's a good claim. But for you to use only my name, you single-handedly use only me. You understand, as that scapegoat to talk about whatever you're saying.
But prior to that, did you have any ill relationship? Was that bad blood between you and KWEKU SMOKE before that tweet?
With who?
You and KWEKU SMOKE, do you have bad blood before the tweet?
Nah. KWEKU SMOKE, he no be my guy, you understand? Like, me then I will not do so, right? So he's doing whatever he feels like doing. I'm in my own zone, also doing whatever I also feel like doing. You understand? So I've not even seen him before, so how do I?
You haven't spoken to him before?
Never. Nah.
Maybe it got him trending. Maybe he wanted to, trend with you. He knew that you get offended, and so he decided to, punch you so that he gets some reaction from you.
Oh, to me, you can't be predicting me, because you can do this. I can tweet today, tomorrow you do it. I wouldn't mind you. If I wanted the trend to continue, as he came back to tweets, I was just supposed to write only one thing, and that's all. We will still be trending, but it's not important. You understand? I was just talking about my issue. I wasn't ready to trend.
We thought you hit the studio as usual to give him some response through some music.
That's why I said I wasn't in to do a beef with KWEKU SMOKE. Just that what he said is what I didn't like. Rather than that, I am not holding any grievances against.
But Amrado gave him a response on your behalf. I'm sure you've heard that.
I think he said something about Amrado, and that's the reason why Amrado gave it to him.
So
not necessarily that he was supposed to respond for me.
So it's not on your behalf, like the bloggers have written.
No.
Anyway, let's go listen to Walai, the new song from Strongman, which features Dope Nation. When we are back, we'll have some more discussion, including seeing his little baby, since she's now a driver. So there's no video to the song.